Alright, with practice and mental preparation, this tutorial will teach you how to windmill. First thing you want to do before you get started with any power move is get warmed up and stretch out. Here are a couple of stretches I like to do before I practice. Now I'm going to teach this tutorial in counterclockwise, so remember, if you're going clockwise, just use your opposite arms and legs that I point out. Also, getting a smooth surface will help. A piece of cardboard will do just fine, and is actually probably better than this pegboard that I have in the video. Now back to stretching. It's also important to stretch out your wrist when learning to do the windmill, because you will be putting a lot of pressure on your arms and wrists, especially when you're beginning. Now, when practicing this move, I recommend wearing a sweatshirt to make the experience more comfortable. Now, one way to start learning this move is from the stabbing position. Basically, you take your left hand if you're going counterclockwise like me, or your right hand if you're going clockwise, and you put it into your stomach, then put your other hand down and get into sort of a baby freeze position. When you feel pretty comfortable here, you can start attempting the initial roll. In the stabbing position with your legs spread, kick your left leg out and your right leg up, break your left arm down, and roll onto your back. Try to pay close attention to my left arm. Notice how it crunches in. This allows you to more smoothly flow onto your back. If you find the rolling concept very difficult at first, a good way to get used to it is just putting your left leg under, like so, then letting your left arm collapse and roll onto your back. Once you get used to this, you gotta remember to keep in mind of keeping your legs and your arms tight, so you can eventually do it like this. Once you got that down, you want to work on getting back over. While on your upper back, you want to have your legs and hips go up towards the sky, keeping your upper body towards the ground, and roll over back into the stab position. Try to pay close attention to my right arm as I come over. Notice how it's bent, but then it quickly switches back up and is ready to push me over again. Notice how my legs and hips are up. And notice how my whole body, especially my left leg, is kicking up, while my entire upper body rolls over and pushes down, back into the stabbing position. Now, if you're having trouble generating enough momentum from the stab position, consider throwing a new backspin and trying to get over from that, like so. And once again, pay attention to how the right arm bent helps you get over smoothly. Now, one problem I commonly see is that when people can change from one stab to another, they freeze in the stabbing position, which causes a huge loss of momentum. A better way to approach this is always mentally prepare yourself to do multiple windmills, and always attempt to do multiple windmills, even if it looks really sloppy and you feel yourself losing momentum. Just keep going and don't stop. Something that might help you get over is generating a bounce with your body. Notice the bounce from windmill to windmill. I bounce up towards my head, but stay on my shoulders. Pay close attention to my legs and my arms, and notice how nothing is really lagging or leading too much. Everything stays tight. Staying tight is key to getting good, clean, continuous windmills. Once you get more comfortable with windmills, getting a more aggressive throwdown is quite simple. You want to put your right arm down slightly curved, kick your left leg out, and then follow your right leg through, putting your left arm down but collapsing it and rolling onto your back. As you may notice, your legs and your hips will be generating tremendous momentum. So, remember, when doing continuous windmills, always stay tight and don't flop. Always expect and want to do more. Notice that once your windmills start to get really fast and cleaner, that your left arm may not even need to go in the stabbing position anymore, but instead it helps guide you and keeps your body with all that momentum going in a controlled movement. Also pay close attention to how the left arm does not pause or go into a freeze. It always continually moves. With that being said, all of the other basic motions are still present. Feel free to ask any questions you like. I'm always glad to help. And always remember, practice makes perfect. So don't stop practicing and don't give up. I promise you, you'll get it. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe. Leave me 1, 2, 3.